Christy.
What's up, Kelly? I love that you just downed like 2 protein shakes and then tried to do that without coughing all over the place. Well played, sis.
Act natural. Don't choke on the intro.
Setting you up for some serious failure. Well, since you just, almost choked on the intro, I'll go ahead and announce the topic for the week and let you finish getting everything down.
Yeah, okay, awesome. What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Oh my goodness. So this week we're talking about basically it's not that deep except it is. It's really all about the things that make you go crazy. Basically, we're being petty people. And I'm not talking about Tom. I'm talking about petty and the things that we all have really strong feelings about that maybe we don't need to, but it's okay. We can have strong feelings about them.
You were like, I don't have the energy to be inspirational this week. I'ma just be petty. Let's choose this topic.
I said those exact words to you. I said, I don't have anything. I got nothing to give today other than my absolute complete pettiness. Where should we start?
Where do we want to start?
I don't know.
We're going to ride this petty train.
Can we start with all the protein we have to eat? Speaking of.
And at some point, they're going to tell us that everything that we ate that wasn't natural protein is killing us. But I'm like, how else am I supposed to choke this much fucking protein down in a day?
Well, I've actually gotten to a point where I'm doing something I've never done before and said I would never do, which is I'm drinking clear protein. It's absolutely, which you introduced me to.
Yes, it's quite literally what's in one of my 2 cups as we speak. It's so much easier than that milky, clumpy milkshake.
I'm going to need someone to invent a protein wine.
Mm.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Are you telling me wine doesn't already have protein? I know
doesn't, Kelly. No, it is vodka.
Oh, seriously.
Imagine. You can have your relaxing and you're like, when that red wine hits that first sip and your whole body relaxes. Yeah.
It's like
and you're getting your protein in.
Yeah. I have a bunch of protein Javi protein coffee that you can make, and then Javi protein creamer that you mix up, and it makes it like a foam cream that you put on top of coffee to insert protein into my coffee experience. So now we're like, okay, after 5 p.m., how do we insert it into my red wine experience? And in the meantime, I can drink protein soda during the day because they do have pop that has protein, and some of them are not terrible.
It's not that bad. I feel
exactly.
That as a country, we're here.
It's not terrible. It's a great marketing campaign. It's not terrible. I was thinking of you last night, though, Christy. Just if we're being petty, we should also be terrible to one another. There was the brownest, drippiest, terriblest lettuce in my crisper last night that I actually had to carry from the fridge to the garbage and cup my hand so it didn't drip brown shit on the floor. And I thought, I should call Christy and videotape this for her. You would have been gaggerific.
I mean, I probably would have puked, Kelly. That's how bad it would have been. I would have puked. It's disgusting, and you should feel bad about yourself. And I'm not into women feeling bad about themselves. I actually support women, including our hockey team. Go ladies. Good job.
I mean, okay, fine. Let's go there.
No, we're not.
Speaking of petty, I'm gonna get you right in your Canadianisms. Let's talk about that.
No, I didn't mean you. I was talking about the fact that when the men's team won, our president made a joke about having to invite the women. And I'm like, listen, sexism is alive and well. That's all I'm going to say. For anyone that thought it was dead, it is not. It is not dead.
That American ladies hockey team has won multiple times. The last time that the American men's hockey team won the fucking Olympics, I don't even know that you were born.
It was 1980. I was alive. I was in fact alive. It was like a miracle.
1 year.
We beat
you
Russia.
Still were pooping in your diaper. That's how long ago. And now we're talking about estrogen and HRT. That's how. So, gentlemen, you shouldn't be talking some shit. Those ladies have been carrying your fucking hockey. Never mind.
All I'm gonna say is this:
enjoy your gold medals, America.
Enjoy your gold medals. But to all of, and you can shout it out to Canada, but women, for the US, women won way more gold medals than the
For
men
sure.
did.
For
So,
sure.
like, "Hey, we're carrying you, just say fucking thank you and
Yeah.
stop, with your bullshit." That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
stop with your bullshit.
Women's sports, blah, 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 that whole fucking narrative that's come back up about women's sports, and I'm like, "But as a we are winning in the world."
Yeah.
Just saying.
If we were keeping score, which we are,
You're totally keeping score. Let's go back to
they're
protein
winning.
before I really
Let's
lose
go
my
back to
shit.
protein. She went from petty to angry. Let's go back to chunky protein drinks.
No, but
How
seriously,
did
I
we
was
go from lettuce to here? Oh,
gross
things that make
things.
Christy mad. Yeah, gross
Things
things.
that are gross? I don't know. Oh, because you thought that I was making fun of Canada, and I wasn't. I would never
Yes,
make I
true.
mean, I actually love Canada. I love almost everyone that I've ever met who's Canadian. Not to say that I'd love all Canadians, because 'cause that'd be too generalized and assume that you're all as awesome as the few of you that I've met.
I
But,
like that you said almost all Canadians that you've met, and now I'm like, "Ooh, who did you not?" I know it's not me, you love me. Who is it?
I don't know. I'm sure there was 1 or 2 that I ran I mean,
There had to have been the
I've
odd
been to
annoying.
Canada, so I'm sure there's someone up there who annoyed me at some point.
For sure, they were probably driving on the 401, and then you were like, "Oh, you're an asshole." That would be the person that would have pissed you off in Canada, for sure.
I'm sure
Yes.
it was probably someone who stopped in a doorway, or, like, at the airport.
When somebody stops in front of you when you're a pedestrian, because I imagine, do you do this in the car? They probably do. But when that happens to you, 1, do you have an internal monologue or an external monologue? And 2, what is it you say?
Well, because I am a kind person and mine is normally internal,
Huh?
my external is, "Oh, excuse me." My internal is, "What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of my way. Why would you stop in the middle of a doorway? Clearly, you're not the only person on the face of the earth."
I am the same. I'm like, "There's a world around you." That's actually external. I say it. "There's a whole world around you."
No,
What
you
the
don't.
hell is I do so.
I would kill to see this.
If you stop right if you're walking in the mall is the worst place because then I think you kind of like, that's the store, so you stop and you're, like, taking stock. I don't know what you're doing, but you stop in the middle of traffic and there's clearly a lane because here in North America, we walk up the right side and the other people are walking down the left side, right? You don't walk willy nilly. It's still somewhat a traffic system. And so if somebody stops right in front of me, especially if I'm about to like invade their space from behind, I'm like, there's a whole world around you. And then I walk around. And I'm also like very tall. So if they're smaller than me, it feels extra good.
Okay, wow. Okay, let's stick with
You
the
said
public
let's be
behavior.
petty. I'm opening
No,
this
listen,
door.
I'm here for it. Let's stick with the public behavior. Things that drive me absolutely out of my freaking mind. People that board the plane before their zone is called,
How do you know they did that?
because you can tell.
Why does it bother you?
Because there's an order to things. And also, I paid a lot of money to have status, and I've flown a lot, and I don't like to fly, so just follow the fucking rules. Part of it's just that. Part of it's
You're
just, like,
keyed up. Yeah.
just follow okay, airports in general. First of all,
Yes.
people, let me remind you, an airport is federal space. It is not your state or your local authorities that you're gonna be
Federal
dealing
rules
with.
apply. Yes.
Federal rules apply, which also mean that so these are my pet peeves for just the airport. Don't be
Mhm.
mean to people. When I say that, I don't mean the ones that stop right in front of you. I mean the ones behind the ticket counters, the ones
Yeah.
at TSA, the ones that all the people that are working there that basically have to deal with assholes most of the day. Let's not add to that. Okay.
Yes.
I know you don't want to take your shoes off, neither do I, but the guy at TSA can't decide whether you can keep them on or not. Get pre-check. I don't know what
Okay.
to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, people that cuss out or get really angry with ticket agents that are just trying to help them. They can't help that the plane isn't leaving when it should or that it was canceled. It's not their fault. Why are you taking it out on them? Essentially, you're having a tantrum like a toddler yelling at someone who can't help you.
Yep.
Again, let's
Agreed.
just I mean, I don't know how those people go like I would cuss people out. I could not do that job. I'd be like, "You need to shut your mouth, sir."
We aren't even on the plane yet, and Chrissy's fired up. Okay, while we're outside of the plane, when you're at the gate waiting to board, you clearly have feelings about people who board in a zone that's not theirs yet. I would say my pet peeve are the people who mill around and stop near the boarding line for a zone that they're not in, but at some point it will be their zone. So you're kind of like, are you in line? Are you zone 2? Are you, oh no, I'm zone 7. What the, why are you standing here? Go stand over there. It is melee and mayhem at the gate as it is. Get the fuck out of the way. Now we're on the plane. Do you have more? Because then once we're on the plane, I got
Oh,
some.
again, be nice to your flight attendants. Don't be a
There.
dick. I mean, a basic general rule is let's just not be a dick. I also really get frustrated when people put their coats in the overhead bins before
Or
they're
their
full.
tiny backpacks, even though the flight attendant is saying, we have an extremely full flight tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your larger in the overhead bins and put your small items under the seat in front of you. That includes your fucking jacket, or keep your jacket on. Here's the other thing. Why does nobody seem to understand the Jenga game that is luggage in the overhead bin? I don't know how these flight attendants don't lose their ever-loving mind every single day. Even now, they have the images that I love the overhead bins that now you can go upside. You don't have to lay flat. You can go upside so there's more bags can fit in it. Amazing. Look at the fucking picture. Put it that way and sit down. Sit your ass down. Don't be looking for a spot 10 rows ahead of you and then I'm not committed.
But that
Find a
drives me
space.
nuts.
Find a space, put your bag in it, sit your ass down. Next person.
Correct. Also, if you are seated further back in the plane and you're boarding early,
Mm,
put your bag wherever you're sitting.
same. I'm almost always in the back, but
Why?
I don't know, just because I want to sit like where there's nobody in the middle seat and I'm okay being at the back. You're close to the washroom, whatever. Unless I have a tight connection. But what I also have is early boarding, and so I'm never leaving my bag 20 rows ahead so I grab and go on the way. No, I'm putting it in the bulkhead above me. But if you're boarding at the back and you're at the end of the flight, like everyone else is boarded, you see a hole, stick your bag in it. I don't care what row you're sitting in because you are going to go all the way to the back of the plane. There'll be no spot for your bag, and then that poor flight attendant has to haul your luggage back to the front and you are delaying this flight. Ugh.
Yeah, okay, I can get with you on that one. I can get with you on that one. I also like if you're also people that don't understand that if you're sitting in the middle seat, both armrests are yours, right? Middle seat, person in the middle gets both armrests. So excuse me, sir, stop trying to wrestle with me for them because I will shove your arm off of them.
I
Stop
will
trying to go ahead.
I will just say those on some planes, the TV things are still on the armrest to your left or right. Like the middle armrest will still have the volume and definitely they have your incline button. So maybe don't like lump all over them if you're in the middle of the seat. I might need to touch the armrest quickly.
Okay to touch it. It's okay. It's okay. Just like,
Just don't fall asleep on it.
just don't like put your I mean, I realize the seats are small, right? They're very small. I mean, I've never wanted to be more petite in my life than when I get on an airplane. I'm like, could my shoulders maybe it's because I'm eating the amount of protein that a linebacker needs, but I'm like
I'm
wishing
swole.
I'm wishing like inches off my shoulders. Not my butt. The rest of my body's fine. It's just my shoulders where I'm just like, can you just squeeze in a little bit? Because this is really uncomfortable.
I do envy every person who's able to like curl up in a tiny ball within their seat, like their heels are up on the chair, they're twisted sideways and they fit in and I'm like, in what universe would I ever fit in there? I need all 3 if you want me to lay out. I need all 3 seats in this row to lay out.
And maybe half of the one across the aisle.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
wouldn't mind. Can my legs also hang over the side or my head? Don't hit me with the tray when you come by.
Okay. This is goes it transitions us a little bit, just public behavior.
Hmm.
People on their phone, on planes, like, make it quick, don't have a huge, long conversation, and you better not have speakerphone on,
If
because if
you
your
have
speakerphone is on, I am going to maybe lose it on you.
I did not ask to be part of your phone conversation. Do not assume I want to be part. But if you put it on speaker, guess what might happen? I may interject myself in your conversation because you're making me part of this. I got thoughts. Wouldn't that be amazing?
That'd be amazing. I would really love to see, like, Christy's February petty mood and Kelly's February petty mood travel together. I
It
think
was
things would we might end up
spicy.
in prison. I don't know. Oh, because I just be like, especially in perimenopause, all my give a fucks are gone. I no longer care. when anyone thinks about me, don't be rude. Don't be rude. Talk just for anyone who's listening, talking on your speakerphone in public is rude.
Rude.
Period.
Did I?
Period. End of story.
I think I told you about the girl who at my office was on speakerphone FaceTime in the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, I have a lot of feelings about you being on speakerphone, period, in the bathroom because I don't need to hear it. But also, get off FaceTime because when you come out and God, I hope you wash your hands. If I come out too, I don't need whoever it is you're talking to know that I too am going to the washroom. Why am I part of this? And why does your person now know what I'm doing? This not allowed. Sign a waiver if you want me to be part of this video. I did not consent to your use of my image. That
Okay,
is a social etiquette cue that is definitely lost on a lot of people. I
especially not
also
when you're going to the bathroom.
yeah, not in the bathroom. But back on the planes, though, the other thing that annoys me, I get why people do it, but the minute you land and they phone someone to say they've landed,
That's why
I
God made text.
that's why there's texts. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I appreciate it. If you're 80 years old and you got on the phone, I'm probably like, oh, that's cute. They're checking in with someone. But if you're under 80, just text. Why are you even having a conversation?
And don't do it on speaker. That's an ender for me. Speaking of
Yeah.
phones, there's so much etiquette around phones. I even say this, so I hate voicemails. I hate them.
Mm,
I will
mm.
not listen to them. I mean, unless you're Bono, do not leave me a voicemail. Period. Period. And actually on my when you call my cell phone, if you get to the end of my message, it does say, "For quicker responses, please text me."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna answer this, I'm never gonna listen to it. If you reference it, "Oh, I left you a voicemail about that," I'm like, "Who does voicemail anymore?"
Exactly, you left me a voicemail when? Back in 1992? I haven't checked it.
Yes, yes, yes,
Just
yes.
text me, even if you're calling like, if you call me and I don't answer, you don't know, maybe I'm busy, but more likely I'm looking at it going, "Ooh, no, I'm not talking live." I will text and say, "Busy, everything okay?" In other words, that's polite talk for, "Send me a fucking text, would you, unless something's on fire or you're actually actively being arrested and you need me to call someone for you." Should
Or
have been
I
a
say this
text.
a lot, "Can't talk, but can text. What's up?"
Yeah, that's true. That's also a kind way to say, "Don't wanna talk, prefer to text, you dumbass.
But
What do you
sometimes
need?"
it's true because 'cause I'll be in a meeting.
That's true, or you're in a social situation where you know it's irritating to other people to be talking. Like, if you're watching your daughter's volleyball, you don't wanna miss the game, and you also don't wanna be talking on your phone during the game, so just text me, right?
There's lots
Yeah.
of there's many, many more reasons to text.
Yes,
Many more
agreed.
reasons to text. Although, if you are texting and I send you a couple paragraph texts and your response is LOL, I don't think you fucking read it.
Maybe it meant long on letters. Make it a shorter text.
Okay, fair. And I'm this next one I do myself, and I hate when other people do it, yet I am a criminal.
Okay.
17 separate texts versus just putting it all in one thought.
Okay, but also
I do it.
the flip to that is a text so long, especially in work. If your text is that long, I look at it and go, should have been an email because now I am like,
Agreed.
well, how do I respond to all of this? I'm just going to respond to you by email. That should have been an email. It's like every meeting where you're like, this also should have been an email.
I have so many of those where I'm like, "Why are we
Your week.
actually
Half
why did
your
I"
week.
Yeah, majority, I'm like, "This could have been an email or
Yeah.
a text." Especially if there's the meetings where you're like, "This could have been a text."
I love though your 17 texts. My phone is always on silent, but if it
What's
isn't and you
mine?
hear the bing, 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 you're like, holy shit, what's on fire? And you're like, oh no, just Christy's broken trail of thoughts.
Hey, you know what though? I will say this, I also hate dogs barking on calls, I'm just kidding. I would rather get 17 short texts than one long one because the long one, it gets into, like, the paragraph discussions and, like, I'm like, I have to, like, really look at this to read it versus just, like, bang it's like I look at text like bullets, right? individual thoughts per bullet.
I think it was like that it's probably the way your mind is processing. I like you to give me only the individual thoughts, and then I'll put them all, string them together. If you send me a paragraph, I have to read it like a story and go back and analyze what the hell was that story about. I get it. Yeah, I think okay, on the subject of phone etiquette, crying on reels or TikToks.
That's social media etiquette. That's just
Yeah,
stupid.
that is.
I'm sorry for anyone who's cried, especially when you look perfect. You're like, "Really?"
Oh, especially if you're a pretty crier. I mean, maybe I would record myself if I was a pretty crier. I am not, so I do not. But that is one where I'm like, why am I watching you cry? Yeah.
The morning routine ones,
The get ready with
the
me's?
get ready with me's, those drive me a little batty, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, because 'cause they're cut 100 different times. It's not like it's one fluid motion, and then somewhere in my head, Christy, one of the billion personalities, lives up there, sees that and goes, "Why can't you just get ready like that in one seamless, blah, blah, blah."
35
But that
second.
that kinda drives me nuts.
I do like some of them only because they might have a hack where it's like, actually, that's really helpful. So I do like some of those things. But yeah, I watched one girl do a get ready with me to go to the post office or something stupid. And I was like, ooh, you actually look better before you started. You should have just left the house like that.
And the ones where they're, like, marking their entire face before they start blending, I'm like, "What in the actual fuck are you doing?" Do you know what I'm
Wait,
talking about?
yeah, but don't. Okay, so let's talk about your blending routine. And
No, I
mine's a
don't.
paint by number. You do it all separately, one at a time.
No, I do, like, I put on any foundation that's necessary, do
Mm-hmm.
my under eyes, mark my territories, and blend. But I'm
Yeah,
talking about the
okay.
ones that are, like, drawn in and, like, half is white and and, like, they blend it and it's, like, it completely changes the color of their face.
Yeah, this
You
one
know what
girl,
I'm talking about?
I do because I saw this one girl. She's British and she's young. She's probably in her early teens. And I just thought, is the lighting different in your room than you are putting on this video? Because that is not blended at I was like, "What somebody should tell her." She also had those big butterfly wing lashes where I would perpetually be like, "Well, something is in my eye." Those big, thick, old ones, caterpillars. I was like, "Wow, that's a look." But hey, she
Well,
liked it, but
for
it was
anyone
a
that's
lot.
seeing a video of this versus just listening to it, I do have a lot of eye makeup on today, and it's not blended properly. Here's what happened. I was putting on what I thought was a skosh of eyeliner, and my pencil broke, and then like, it, like, went down the side of my
Oh,
right
so
eye. So it was, like, terrible, and I was, like, trying to take it off and start over, but then I had a meeting, so I just, like, made the other side match and
blended in.
equally. Well, I mean, I look like Kiss right now. I mean, who wears this much eyeliner? Not me, ever,
Don't you
but
hate that? Don't you hate that though when you're doing especially because you do the rest of your face first, which I actually don't think makeup artists do. I think they do the eyes first,
they
but
do
I
the
do
eyes
the rest of
first.
my face and then the eyes. And inevitably something's going to fuck up the eye. And then you're at this spot where you're like, do I just wash it off and start again? But you don't want to. So you try to fix it and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. You're like, now my eyes are all kinds of brown and black and I look terrible, but I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, right now, I've literally probably you know what it is? My eyeliner knows that I'm getting rid of it. I
It's like,
finally
I'll make
decided to
sure.
move away from pencils because mine's starting to dry. I really loved this pencil for a very long time. It was like a liquid, like, it was just a very smooth
Smooth.
application, and the last several of them that I've gotten in this brand have been shit. So I ordered I'm gonna do plum now. I'm gonna do a plum to bring
Okay.
out the green in my
Green in
hazel
your
eye.
eyes.
Yeah,
Yes, okay.
because one night as I was doom scrolling on TikTok, someone's like, "We have an eye kit that's already prepped for you," and I was like, "Yes, please."
Did you also get the plum mascara?
Absolutely not, I have fake lashes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah, I
Never
can't have real
mind.
lashes. They're non-existent and I cry way too much.
You physically can, you just choose not to. You don't
Yeah,
have alopecia, you have eyelashes, you just
I do, but
choose
they're
not
very
to.
fine, and I have small eyes, and I cry a lot. I also squint a lot, which you can't tell because I do have Botox in my head. I'm getting faker by the minute, and that's okay. I'm fine with it. I'm actually getting hair extensions in April, but I'm not gonna go. Listen, it's for fullness. I do want to go
Volume.
longer. I do want to
Yeah.
go a couple inches longer because I've been trying to grow my hair for I don't know the past 15 years. But I listen, I'm taking every supplement known to man, my hair is still thinning. Like, I mean, like, I don't even remember some of the stuff I order. I got something called Spoiled Child today, which is like a
It's great. It's great. Your nails are gonna grow like a weed, but not your hair. Your
great
skin and
because
your
my
nails will be
nails are
great.
fake too.
You're
Shit.
gonna need to get your nails redone, but your hair, I didn't notice unless you got the spray one for your hair. You got the one you drink, the collagen you drink? Yeah, it's great, but yes, I didn't notice it made my hair extra long. Although I would say that Andrew did notice, "Hey, your hair's quite a bit shinier," or like, "Are you doing something different?" So I do think it helped maybe with a little bit of fullness, but not length. But I too have been
Andrew
growing
was
forever.
trying to get laid. He has no idea. He just thought,
That's
what nice
good.
thing can I say to my wife?"
You're
Just
so
kidding.
beautiful. I did also go to look at getting hair extensions, I think I told you, but the person that I went to is in Huntington, and she's got quite a big following on Facebook. The benefit of being where I live is that all these influencers are usually nearby, and they could do permed extensions, which is great because I'm really just trying to go back to just letting my hair be curly. As you can tell, this
I
is
love
just me
this.
when I dry it. However, they didn't have the ability to do the gray and the brown, right? Like they're like, "Oh, we don't really have the grays. I don't know how we'd integrate it. Would you consider dyeing your hair back to brown?" Abso-fucking-lutely not. I just spent the last 3 years getting away from putting any kind of color in my hair. Why would I go back to putting it in? So, anxious to see what yours. I would love it for the same reason. Just a bit of length, although my hair, if I actually uncurl it, is quite long. Just a bit of length and some more fullness, because every shower I take, I'm like, "How is there hair left on my head? It's in the drain like a tiny mouse every time."
Sorry, pardon me. I lost my voice this week, which was a whole epic disaster.
Oh, dear. Well, welcome to perimenopause, where in addition to all the other shit, you now are going bald, you have no hair.
It's
Hey, listen, speaking of spicy and petty, I did change my HRT this week. So my new stuff came in, and I have now added da, 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 testosterone has entered the group chat.
listen, I can't wait to hear the stories. I had a friend say this. I had a friend say this. She's like, "Yeah, I got on testosterone. I'm getting my boobs done. We're gonna be back to fucking like bunnies." And I was like, "Holy hell!" Oh, I was like, I love all of this for you. Wow, I can't believe you said that in a group of people, but it was really funny and it made me laugh really hard, so I had to share that.
Okay, well, stay tuned.
Don't put that on social.
I was yeah, I was more
Sorry,
looking
mom.
forward to the energy, the less tired, and maybe the lack of brain fog that apparently the testosterone supplementation can help with. And that's probably why they largely don't give it to women, because they're like, "Why would we wanna give her all those powers back?"
'Cause we just won more gold medals.
Exactly. We don't want her to realize that she's being treated unfairly.
I love my doctor, I love him to death, but I need to find someone to subscribe me, to prescribe me testosterone.
Well, I used a different online platform,
Did you use
and
MIDI?
no, I did not use MIDI, but now I'm totally spacing because, hey, guess what? The testosterone hasn't kicked in for my memory. Who the hell did I use?
I have the
Hold,
sex
please,
drive of a
caller.
teenage boy, but I still don't have my
Fountain.
mind.
I think it's
Fountain.
Fountain Health. Yeah, I think
Could
it's
do it.
Fountain Health. Anyways, they ship it right to you. And so they have the testosterone cream and the estrogen cream and then progesterone pills. And then the testosterone and estrogen are separate creams for now while they figure out what your dose of each is. And then once you get to the dose that works, because it's like 1 pump per dose, once you get to the right dose, then they mix the two together. So then you have 1 pump with estrogen and testosterone. And then you take the progesterone as a pill at night to help you sleep. Stay tuned.
I'm dying to hear about this even
I
more.
know. What if I just lift weights and become jacked?
You'd have to lift weights, Kelly.
Once upon a time I did.
Listen, I'm sore right now. I've been really trying to I've been in a terrible mood for all of February and most of January. So
Aw.
I'm trying to like work out my way through it because I'm like, you just need more, like you need to work out. And I'm doing that. And now I'm annoyed and my ass is sore. So I'm even more
That's
from
what
like
she said.
The squats and the lunges and the other things. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little smasher pass to you.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
No explanation, just say smash or pass.
Okay.
Cold plunges.
Smash, but I've not done them.
Stop it! You can't. Just one. Smash. 5 a.m. club.
Fuck that. Pass.
Vision boards.
Pass.
Couples therapy before marriage.
Pass.
Sharing passwords.
Smash.
Joint Facebook accounts.
Fuck that. Pass.
Birthday months. Birthday months. Yes. Really?
Yeah.
It's my favorite. My birthday is a whole thing for a
No,
month.
I
It's just
maybe I'm just bitter because mine has never been. And so I'm like, fuck that. Nobody gets it.
well, I know. I just make everything about me, so it's fine. Anything anyone does in the month of April is somehow celebrating my birthday. Just
Hey.
to let you know. No. Okay. How about this? I'm gonna. Well, do you want me to keep going, or do you want to give me some?
Yes. Give me more of these.
Okay. Girl dinners.
Smash. Every week it should be a smash.
I agree. I agree. Soft light era.
Yeah, probably smash.
I'm like, I'm like, Kelly, we use it, so you
Put a
gotta say
filter
it's
on this
smash.
bitch. Yes, smash.
Main character energy.
Smash.
Of course, it's all that testosterone. Manifestation journals.
First word, smash. Second word, pass.
Man. Oh, I see now.
I'll
Okay.
manifest, but I'm not journaling it.
Rebranding every 6 months.
Now, pass.
When we're in marketing, we have to.
Unless Chrissy's getting paid for it, in which case, smash.
Everyone should rebrand immediately.
Everyone should do it all the time.
All the time. Actually, don't do it all the time. I will just show you how to do it once and then how to have that brand grow and give you room to grow into it as well.
There you go.
Yeah, it'll have a growth strategy. But no, you shouldn't rebrand every few months. Shouldn't rebrand every few months. Okay, I'm trying to think. What else? What else? What else? Oh, can I just tell you? This is
Yeah.
some mom rage shit, right?
Boy.
When you have to do kid stuff and you're already irritated about them or whatever's happening, but here's where I get real petty. Drop off and pick up line, people. The drop off line is not for you to park your car, get out of it, and then go get your kid while everyone has to move around your parked vehicle that is in a fire lane. I don't know why this is suddenly happening at my school, but it is. And I'm about like, I am the most polite driver. If you flip me off, I'll wave at you, be like, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to piss you off that bad. Get a life, asshole. But this every morning and every afternoon when I pick up or drop off my kids, there are people that are now doing this, that are just parking like the rest of us don't fucking matter.
They're the same as the people stopped in the middle of the sidewalk who deserve the answer of, there's a whole world around you. You should say it one day in the pickup line.
I mean, I want to. Like, actually, the people that do this, and I'm trying to see if it's the same people, but, like, rage blinds my vision, so I can't tell if it's the same people. It pisses me off that bad because it is so, like, you clearly know you're being rude.
Yeah. And who do you think you are that you know what you need to do is just phone the fire station to arrive and just drive right over their car. Oh, you were in a fire lane. Now you're mine.
I mean, I can't. I can't. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think. What are my other ones? Oh, you know what? In volleyball. Okay.
Boy.
I spend a lot of my time now and listen, I am a loud parent, but I'm always positive. I don't yell at your line judge kid who just fucked everything up. Here's my it's an ick, whatever, are the dads who, like, lose their damn mind over dumb
Mm.
shit. They're like, "That was clearly in," or, like, they're screaming at a 10-year-old who's line judging, or I mean, it's just
It's interesting because those same parents are generally not watching the reaction of their children. And so, whether or not you think you're justified in telling the ref it was a terrible call, you should read the room and specifically they're your child. And if that child is mortified, whether you're right or not, you are making an impact on their love of the sport or their love of you at their sports. So choose your words wisely. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And everyone gets uncomfortable, and you're like, man, this is supposed to be fun.
Well, I mean, it is supposed to be fun. It's also highly competitive. So there's that piece of it. It's fun. The other part of just I'm gonna leave volleyball alone for a minute, but actually I'm not. I hate that you have to ref after you lose in bracket play.
I saw somebody else post
Oh
that on
my
the weekend, and I was like, oh,
god.
there's Christy. Yeah.
Like, you just lost. No one else can ref? Really? Nobody else in the whole building can ref. And then I said something really bitchy to Presley. So they get done refing. We lost in bracket play. We were playing up a year, but they did really well. And then we lost in bracket play, and then they had to ref, and that game went to 3 sets. And I had gotten up at 5:15 after going to the Eric Church concert the night before. I realized, people, this is all my fault, and I do this to myself. But I had these Eric Church tickets from way before. He was still playing at 11:45, and he was playing all his old good stuff, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, get off the stage. I gotta go. I don't wanna miss any of it, but I have this tournament in the morning." Anywho, so we get to the end of the day, it's almost 7 o'clock at night, and Presley looks at me and says, "Can we stay and watch the championship?" I'm like, "You have to be in the championship to stay and watch it."
What if you, okay.
I mean, what
There's
an
a,
asshole am I?
there is a
Horrible.
learn from leaders type of angle you could have taken, but you're like, nah, I got to get out of here.
I was like, "Yeah, no, no, Presley, you
Only
need to."
winners get to eat. Let's go.
I mean, basically. I never say shit like that. I'm like, "You wanna watch the championship? Then be in it. We gotta go. We can't stay any longer." I said it
You're like,
very nicely, but also was being really petty because of my poor choices. I'm just waiting for me to grow up. I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
how about on the soccer field? Because Colton, you're on the soccer field with Colton. How about the folding chairs and the positioning of parents on the side of the field?
Had the same thing. Had the same thing happen with volleyball. If your team is done playing, move.
Yeah.
There are those of us that want
Immediately
to
move.
immediately. Don't wait and slowly pack up your shit. There was this, and the lady was so nice, but as I'm sitting there, like, waiting for these people to move off the bleachers so we can watch our children, we're all and I'm awkwardly standing over them. But same thing with soccer. It's like you line up behind the chair, or the one, like, there's clear sides, sit with your own damn team.
Yes.
The one, like, rogue person that's, like, lost or whatever and decides to sit on your sidelines, you're like, "No, no, no, you're over there.
Yeah. I'm going to talk
Gonna
shit
need you
about
to
your
move."
kids. You need to get on the other side.
Also, don't pass the center line.
No. Or
That sh
technically, don't even sit on the center line. Like, respect the center line and sit on either side.
Yes, please. Also, again, parents, if there's a team playing after you, move your
Move.
asses. God bless. I sit there, and I'm not a patient person, and again, January and February bring out the absolute worst in me, I'll be honest. The things that go through my head are just mean as shit. It's my mean time of the year. By the end of March, I'll be okay again, I think, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe you need some warm air. Maybe you need to come back. I know I need to go to you, but you're not selling it from the weather perspective. But
Listen,
maybe you do need some sunshine. It's 80 degrees and sunny right now.
I do. I definitely need to see you for sure. It would make me happier, but also this we have a nice taste of spring. It's gonna be like 70 tomorrow, and it's gonna be like 69 or 68 on Saturday, and then Sunday, it's gonna be a snowstorm. So, we on Presley's soccer team, we had our coach was like, "Hey, we have a tournaments cost about $1,000 a team just for, like, entry fees, and so we were invited to play in one and not have to pay for it, which is huge, right? So we're playing it, so when coach called me and I looked at the weather, it was all supposed to be all nice all weekend. This is last week. I'm, like, looking 10-day forecast. I'm like, "Yeah, it'll be in the 60s and 70s. Perfect." And now I'm like, "The championship is at, like, the center of the polar vortex. Fantastic. Maybe we'll lose." I don't wanna lose. I'd rather play in the
But if we lose, we're leaving right away.
bet your ass we are. Ain't
We
sitting
will not be
around.
staying to watch the winners
We
win.
will not we will not be I know. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. That's really bad.
No, you're just like at your limit. Okay, you
I
gave
am at
me
my limit.
you gave me smash or pass. I'm going to give you instant ick. Okay,
Okay.
so you just have to immediately react to these scenarios. Okay,
Okay. Do they have to apply to my life or just in general?
just in general, how
Okay.
you feel about these. Generally, though, they're male, female. He claps when the plane lands.
Ick. Unless we've been through unless it's been one of those flights, that everyone's kind of,
Like,
praying
grateful to be
through.
alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
but otherwise, ick. I don't like flying either, but we don't need to be silly about it.
Let's not get out of hand. Okay. She refers to her husband as hubby.
Ick. No explanation needed.
Yeah. None required. He wears flip-flops all year round.
I have a friend that does that. Ick.
She says, "We're pregnant." You're like,
I mean, I
ick
hate to say it, but
adjacent.
ick. Yes, ick.
Yes,
It's
cute, but
ick.
also
She's
bark.
pregnant.
Yeah.
You're the one doing the work. Don't give him credit.
Yeah, there you go. He posts gym quotes.
Ick. Ick, ick, ick.
She live tweets a fight with her partner.
Ick. What are you, a fucking Kardashian? Who does that? Has anyone ever done? I've never seen anyone do that.
I mean, maybe not live, but definitely people have recorded them and then posted them. And then it's a bit like, tell me more. And then what happened? Part 2, let's follow them.
Well, there are those pranks that are out there when husbands and wives or families play pranks on each other, and you're like, that's emotional abuse. Like, that's not funny. That's not okay.
I love them.
Have you ever seen the ones where the boyfriend shoves the daughter and the dad reacts?
Oh, to watch the dad react. Yes. Or when the kids tell the mom to shut up and then they show the dad's reaction and the kids are always like, Dad, it's a joke.
Yeah, right. No. Also, tell me to shut up. I brought you into this world. I can take you out of it.
You out.
I don't think we can say that anymore. There's so many good lines that we can't say anymore.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I forwarded it to you, but I had seen a reel and it was a dad asking his daughter, and I want to say the daughter's maybe 13 or 14. And he starts the sentence like, I brought you into this world, and then she has to answer. And he is clearly a Gen X. And the daughter's responses are so, I'm like, oh, we do have trauma built in as Gen X, because he's like, oh, I brought you into this world. And the daughter is like, and I'm so grateful to have you here with me. Like, all of her answers were
Right.
very positive. And I was like, I knew the answer for all of his threatening intros, and she spun it in the most healthy, positive way. I was like, we are fucked.
Well, some studies show that Gen X is the best group of parents because we're equal parts,
Yeah.
empathy
Soft and
and fuck
hard.
around and find out. I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we
Exactly.
and I think, because I think life's that way, right? You don't ever know what you're getting. You might
Life is definitely fuck around and find out.
sometimes. I mean, it's been a while. It's been since before winter when someone or something responds in this wonderful, magical way that you weren't expecting. I used to see that happen all the time, but right now I'm in my winter and I don't deal well with being not in the sun.
Okay, I do think we need to immediately have Christy fly to the warm air and just sit. You could sit and look out the window. I'm looking out what has the most beautiful tiny little hummingbird who actually stopped to rest on top of the tree branch. Very seldom do these birds stop flying. Anyways, I got distracted
Yes, you did.
by the beauty. Right, we were being petty.
So apparently you're not on my petty page.
I
I'm
guess
in a
my
petty phase.
testosterone hasn't kicked in yet. I'm not yet ragey.
No.
My progesterone is in. Oh, how beautiful.
I don't even know. It's sad. I work in I don't even know what any of those things do. I made that comment the other day.
I
I
don't
was
even know
like,
what any of
I
my
think I'm on
hormones do.
estrogen and progesterone. I'm not really sure. I was like, I don't really know. And also, let me just tell you, I was on the estrogen patch.
And?
Well, first of all, it's clear, but it has the brand name on it. So it looks like I had a fucking tramp stamp of
Booty
Espadrille
brand.
or whatever it's called. And I'm like, okay, that's got to go. That is not okay to have on my butt. Also, it irritated me. And then it took all the black fibers that of all the clothes I wear and made a big square patch thing
So you had a stained estrogen patch on your ass that
with the
was like a
brand name on
Nike
it.
swoosh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So
now I
you're
just have the pill in the morning. You're
you're
supposed to
doing the
take it in the
pill.
morning, right?
I don't know if it matters. You definitely want to take progesterone at night, but
Yes. A
I don't know
and
if it matters for
I
estrogen.
have I have been sleeping better. I just don't wanna wake up. I'm, hibernating. I'm like,
Exactly. You're like, if you need me, I'll be over here in my bed. Yes.
there's no 3 AM panic wake up. It's like at 8 AM going, "Huh? What we got? School? Who's got school? What are we doing today?
I once again want to advocate for all of the great conversations that take place around women's health in general, but specifically menopause and perimenopause. We were in Phoenix on the weekend visiting friends that were my MBA teammate and his wife. And she and I are basically the same age. And so we get into this whole conversation around menopause and symptoms. And it's two hubbies and two wives. And we have this whole dialogue and nobody's uncomfortable. And I'm like, oh, yes, this is so good that we can just talk about this and not feel all ashamed about it. So kudos to everyone who's like, totally okay. Speaking of barking dogs.
I know. Listen,
Hey, Sonny.
I don't know why the dog is barking. There's now someone who's ringing my doorbell, and I'm not
Maybe
really
it's
sure what's
a wine
happening.
delivery.
It's not,
It's not.
unfortunately. Hold on. I'm gonna have to mute for a second. Entertain yourselves. 1 second. I'm gonna tell my dog to hold, please.
How many of us were secretly hoping that Christy did not accidentally mute, and we heard the nasty thing she yelled at her dog just there?
If my ex-husband could bring the shock collar back, that'd be fantastic. He took it off of her, and I've asked for it back so many times, and I'm like, "Are you being passive aggressive at this point?"
Can
Because
you
I
just get
just
another
deal
one?
I'm not listen, I'm not spending
No.
money on anything else I don't have to spend money on. I've hit the point in my life right now with kids' sports, especially, like, Presley was like, "Hey, I need these new elbow pads for my flippin' elbows," and I'm like, "You already have elbow pads." "Yeah, but they're long and they make me hot." Do you remember, and you probably don't, but other people will, in Father of the Bride, where he is buying hot dogs and hot dog buns, and they're different numbers? Do you
The
not
way the packaging is in different numbers?
Yes, so, like, the number of
That
buns.
is a pet peeve, but I don't remember the movie.
So, Steve Martin, after
Yeah.
paying for all of this shit for his daughter, right,
Yes.
and he loses his mind in the grocery store, he starts pulling out the number of buns that he needs to match the hot dogs, and it's this gr you need to watch it, it's this great scene, he's like, "I'll tell you what I'm doing." You know, the hot dog guy and the guy at the bun factory got together and decided to rip off the American public, but no one's ripping me off anymore, and he, like, gets arrested, and Diane Keaton, his wife, God rest her soul, I miss her so
Oh,
much,
God, I
has
know,
to
that's
bail him out of
true.
jail, and
Oh,
she's like,
yeah.
"Hey, hey," and he's just like,
He
"I'm
had a moment.
sorry." He
He
had a
had a
total
moment.
moment.
There are definitely I do think you get to a certain age where your wick gets real short, and there will be some random thing that just you light up, and in the moment, you know you've lost the plot, but you gotta commit to it. You're like, "No, I gotta stay in this now. I'm gonna
I
look
am
more crazy if I stop."
you just do you ever have those moments where you're doing something and you do wanna stop and you're like, you can't, you commit to it, but you really just are like, "I'm sorry, can I get a reset on the last 3 minutes, please?
I would
I
just like
like
to
to."
rewind.
I'm
Just
like, "Can
rewind.
we use the score for my second run at this conversation? Can I only be scored on that? I promise it will
'Cause
be
I
much
could hear
better."
it. I could hear my crazy. I heard it.
But then you're like, "If I stop now, then they won't believe my anything I said before this.
Yeah.
It's all, like, whatever."
You're
Anyways, yeah, dogs barking, that's a pet peeve of mine, actually, dogs in general. That poor animal. But you know this. This is not new.
I'm gonna go to Kansas and rescue Sunny and just adopt her here. That's what's gonna
Sunny has
happen.
a great life. Sunny eats steak, for fuck's sake. Okay, Sunny's fine.
I want Sunny to feel like the sun, the moon, and the stars is how much you love her.
Well, she best of luck with that right now, Sunny. Maybe when it's sunny again, I'll be nicer to Sunny.
That's
Um,
it, when it's
okay.
sunny.
I feel bad that I've been so grumpy. Let's do something fun to like end us, right? At least, or I don't
Okay.
know. Okay, one thing I'm doing right now, that's trying to get me out of my winter funk, is my tiny wins. Little wins,
Okay.
right? Stupid things. Like, well, this isn't stupid. I think it's actually a pretty big one. I got my new social security card today with my maiden name back on it. So I'm officially Christina Lynn Diesel. I feel
Big
like
win.
that's a big win, right?
That's a big win.
Or like getting my kids out the door without screaming at anyone. Big win.
Yeah, nobody cried, and I didn't say anything bad.
Yeah, I kept my calm, just not over explaining myself, just saying the answer and being okay with it. That's a big win for me, especially if it's anything controversial.
I like that. And in fact, for the listeners, because we are both data junkies, I did run our 3 or 4 podcast episode transcripts through ChatGPT. to look for speech patterns and things about our styles that maybe we want to be aware of or adjust or not. Just to be aware. And I sent it to Christy. Christy was, I don't think you were offended, but you took definitely a negative look at it and you were like hard on yourself for that. I was like, girl, however, I have observed in this episode that the speech patterns that it mentioned about you, you did not use in this episode. So whether you purposefully did that or not, you didn't say it. And I'm not even saying what it is, but
It's,
you know what it is.
it's,
No, it was like,
like
and
I don't know. You
I'm
know, it's
gonna go
funny.
back.
I didn't thank you for pointing that out. I didn't actually, I just must have filed it away, or maybe petty thoughts come quicker to me than my other thoughts. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think that's probably the reason.
Yeah. I'm really fluent in pettiness, so I don't need to add any filler words.
Because I could just go all day. What else do you got? I
Yes.
mean, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and for me, it was this like the buildup of a story and the dragging on, and when you could just like say a point and let it sit. And so I too think that when we were talking about petty things, because I'm fired up about them, you're not caring about the listeners following along or how you land. You're like, here it is, boom. So I would say the same. See, knew us in this episode. The power of data.
The power of data. I love data. I love data. It's like one of my favorite things. Like the fact that the US, you're welcome that the women could go win all the gold medals.
We should also point out, though deeply disappointed that neither Canadian team got to hoist a gold medal when we do talk a lot of shit about it being our sport. I was very happy for the American men to win with the whole Gaudreau family story. They needed a win. And I cried a lot after that game, not because
Oh.
Canada lost, that they were sharing the story of these two brothers that died and their kids were. I was just like, oh, okay, America, you can have this one.
Well, I have to tell you, you didn't get an immediate text from me because I'm not an asshole.
She's petty, but not an asshole.
Yeah, this whole thing today is what's happening. One of the moms that actually what's happening in my mind all the time. Not really. I'm actually usually much happier than this. I am happy. I couldn't think of a topic for this week.
You're just
And that was
irritated
like,
because it's
I'm
cold
just
and it's
fucking
winter.
irritated because my skin is dry. It's cold. The weather is changing nonstop. So I sound like a man who's been smoking a pack of cigarettes for his entire life because I have allergies and I'm just not feeling my fucking best. And so I'm sorry if I don't think all the nice thoughts right now. I just don't have any.
No apology required.
No, I don't even yeah, one of the moms at the game we were at, who was sitting very close to me, and again, I only shout positive things, but I may say something bitchy under my breath, and she's like, "I think that you need to sit next to," because the coach, films all the games.
Okay.
She's like, "I'd really like to have your running commentary on that film," and I'm like,
No.
"Imagine what's actually taking place in my mind," and she's like, "No, I want all of that. I think it would be very funny and entertaining," and I was like, I don't know. I think you might not look at me the same ever."
It would be like that Aussie man reviews who does those funny reviews of videos where he's talking over these videos and imagining what the animals are saying or whatever. It would be like that. There is a lot of shit talk in my inner monologue when I'm at sports games, and it's about everybody's children, all of the referees, and most of the people in the stands. So I would not actually sit near a camera nor share my inner thoughts at a sports game. That's dangerous.
Okay, funny story though.
Boy.
So we were sitting on the court, we were on court 13 or whatever, and we're sitting there, and every once in a while we'd get this whiff of what smelled like a mix of like either really bad BO or onions and a hot dog and puke. Weren't really sure. And
Very
so
specific. Okay.
So we all start like, and it would just happen occasionally. And so slowly but surely, the moms kind of we start looking at, do you smell that? Do you smell that? And I'm like, is it me? We're all like smelling each other's armpits, and like I'm like, I think it's that. Like so then I lean down like to the couple who's on our team before this feels too weird to anyone. I lean down and I'm like, okay, it's not you guys. They're like, what? I'm like, this freaking smells. So, and we realized it was actually the kitchen blew a fan right in our area or
Oh, so
something.
it was onions and hot dogs.
It was onions and hot dogs. I
Maybe
don't know where
not
the
far.
puke thing came from, maybe because I don't know. But it was quite funny because as we were all trying to figure it out, it's like, who the hell smells like that?
What do you eat that's what your body emanates?
Listen, Presley, when she doesn't wear deodorant, I'm like, "You smell like an onion. Please put your deodorant on. No one needs that." Did
I
you
hate
brush
to
my
break
2
it to
questions
you.
to Presley. Did you brush your teeth? Did you put deodorant on?
I hate to break it to you, but as your perimenopause journey continues, there will come a time where even you don't recognize your own smell. You're like, why? Who? My BO does not smell like that. And also, why do I have BO? Wait for it. It's coming for you.
Well, first of all, I wear more deodorant and perfume than any one person because I think or maybe more than most women, 3 women, I don't know. Anyways, because I'm afraid to smell. It is I usually chew gum. I'm afraid to have bad breath, and I'm afraid to smell because I have such a sensitive nose
Mm.
that when other people smell, it really bothers me, or when my dog smells.
So you probably, if you have any sort of smell, you're going to smell it first because you have a sensitive nose. And so to you, it seems like, is that can everyone smell that? Meanwhile, you
Correct.
have this hyper attuned nose. It's like, no, you can hear that whistle that only dogs can hear. That's what your nose is doing.
I was probably a dog in my
Yeah, probably an unloved dog who wore a shock collar and now you're paying it back.
First of all, Kelly, you told me I could get the shot collar.
I did. I did.
You told me it was okay. Look, see this eyeliner? It's like now I've got wings and I'm gonna have to go like be in front of people and be like, listen, I know I'm in t-shirts and sweatpants. My makeup is a little extra today.
This is a mismatch. Don't worry about it.
Like,
It's all good things here.
yes, I've showered. Someone's like, go take a walk in the sun. I'm like, I did with the 12-pound vest. I was that lady today.
I'm into that weighted vest. It
Love it.
kicks your ass, but it is a worthwhile thing to buy for sure.
It is. Okay, I'm trying to think of something fun and light to end on. Please.
We just like put a long beep, like when the show ended back in the 80s. That's it. We got nothing. We had an episode about pettiness. We now have no way to bring it back up to end it.
Yeah, we
Don't be a
don't. I'm
dickhead
sorry.
today.
Hey,
If
you know
it's
what?
Petty Thursday, just own
Petty
it.
Thursday, I just ask that you return your fucking shopping cart. Can you just return your and also, people just because they're at a cash register are not beneath you. Do not speak to them as if they are.
There you go.
See?
We ended in the grocery store. When you have a bad day and feeling extra petty and you go there for wine and or snacks, and we know you will, keep those 2 rules. Don't be a dickhead to the cashier and put your fucking card away.
Also, to whoever in the pickup line at my school has now started to park your car, get out and walk, or any other such fuckery, please stop. I'm begging you. Please stop. I'm trying to be in a good mood. And when you do that, it takes all of the good things out of me. It makes me nuts.
Because there's a very thin layer of protection against all of the pettiness and it's ready to bubble up. Just put that song, the move, bitch, get out the way. Blast it out of your windows, roll them all down as a passive aggressive way of saying, don't be a dick.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not really good at passive aggressive. I'm either going to address
Be
it or I'm
regular
not.
aggressive.
I'm gonna be like, "Knock, knock. Listen, I don't know if you've noticed, the rest of us stay in our car. There are parking spots there, there, and there, should you feel the need to walk your child in, but don't get in our way."
Yeah, there you go. Try that. In
Gosh.
the meantime,
Like,
keep it
share,
positive.
follow.
Like, share, follow if you want more tips on being petty. Come on down.
But you know what? I wanna know everyone's pet peeve. We should
Yes.
do a little thing on that, and since I can't get into our TikTok account,
My pet
we
peeve is when I can't remember any fucking logins. And if I ever lose my eyeballs, I'm screwed because I won't be able to log into anything on my Face ID.
no, don't let anyone take Kelly's eyeballs. Alright.
Give us your pet peeves, everyone. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.